But there was another really big one as well. This for sixth place between Alpine, Haas, and a very much an outside shot of RB crashing the party. But that was a relatively unlikely one from the get-go. But fair play to Alpine. Now, I have been one of the biggest critics of Alpine. I've not had many nice words to say about them this season at all. But and it's not just a flash in the pan in Brazil. That, of course, catapulted them up the order. But in Pierre Gasly's hands in particular, Wayne, that Alpine has been looking solid. He's been regularly up in the top 10 in qualifying, getting some good points finishes. And despite Nico Hulkenberg all the way up in fourth on the grid, Gasly finished ahead of him, P7 for Gasly, and that was enough to clinch sixth in the Constructors' Championship. So, how do you reflect on this season for Alpine? Because again, it's been a roller coaster ride, a lot of downs, but at the end of the day, when it mattered, they produced.
I think overall they've snatched a good season from a very, very difficult one. I don't think that they've been particularly inspiring. We've been lambasting them basically all year. They've come good in the last five races. I can't quite remember exactly when they shot up. They got second and third, and I can't remember when off the top of my head. But yeah, but their performance in Brazil, sorry, thank you, Ruby, is really what catapult. Sorry, I was not listening. I was
It's all
listening
right. I have that effect on people, It's
I was
it's okay, mate. I'm used to it.
I listened to the latter half of the question because that's what the actual question is. But no, like you say, that 2-3 in Brazil is really turned their season around. Obviously, their car was slightly better in the latter half, but from Kota onwards. But otherwise, it's been relatively uninspiring, and I don't think that they can take this sixth place. I wouldn't be popping champagne corks just yet. They've still got a lot of troubles ahead, with selling the team and allegedly selling the team potentially, and moving to Mercedes power, which could be a benefit to them, and particularly as we go through a rule change that clearly Alpine Renault has been behind on for the entirety of the hybrid era. Let's be honest, this is over 10 years, and they've always had the worst power unit, apart from that spell with Honda. That's what, 2 or 3 years where they've not had the it's been an issue for them when they were powering Red Bull. It's been an issue for them powering themselves. Yeah, as Ruby has pointed out in the chat, the fact that they had a head start on Honda by a lot and have managed to finish behind them, it says so much about Alpine's issues, both on the power plant side and the operational side. They've bungled seemingly everything, and I think this is a bright spark that they've lucked into to be ahead of Haas when Haas have been, I think, operationally so much better. They've earned those 58 points a lot more than I think Alpine have. Yes, Alpine were in the right place at the right time to pick up that 2-3, but otherwise, I think that there's a lot to do at Alpine and before. As a works team, before they can be considered anything better than sort of lucky in this case. That's my opinion on it. I genuinely worry for Alpine a lot of the time.
Yeah, the famous phrase that I use quite a bit is, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. But I don't think that applies to Alpine in 2024, to be honest, with the greatest of respect to them. But at the end of the day, they have ended up sixth. It's not where they wanted to be, but where they were in ninth not that long ago. I think they will more than take it in the end. Yeah, Haas, I feel for Haas. It's an improvement for sure. They're not last this year, of course, which is better, but they could have been so close to getting that sixth place. So close, and they definitely deserved it. But they'll come out swinging in 2025. I'm sure.